February 14, 2024. The press releases were jubilant. International law enforcement agencies declared victory, announcing the dismantling of major ransomware infrastructure, including the alleged takedown of the notorious flighty Scorpius crew. The dark web leak sites went silent. For victims across the globe, it felt like the digital siege was finally over. But what if the siege only just went underground? What if the true target of the raid wasn't the gang itself, but just their loudest billboard? Chapter 1. The Silence and the Ghost. The celebration lasted precisely 21 days. On March 7th, the digital silence shattered, not with a new announcement, but with a cold, professional resurrection. New command and control servers flickered to life. The familiar toxic glow of the Lockbit 3.0 ransomware code, the very tools they were supposedly stripped of, reappeared on the darknet, broadcasting a chilling message. Flighty Scorpius hadn't just survived. They had migrated. They were using the infrastructure of a giant that had also recently suffered public setbacks, suggesting an almost supernatural ability to jump onto clean, untainted systems. The core mystery immediately presented itself. How does a criminal enterprise, allegedly hit by coordinated global action, rebuild its entire digital fortress in less than a month? It's a speed that defies conventional arrests and seizures. Chapter 2. The Anatomy of Invisibility. To understand their survival, you have to understand the anatomy of the modern cyber heist. It's rarely about one person getting caught. It's about the ransomware as a service model. Core developers maintain the malicious code and the servers, while remote affiliates carry out the dirty work of penetration and encryption. When the law enforcement net closed in February, it likely snagged a few peripheral affiliates, the visible foot soldiers. But the core developers, those holding the keys to the Lockbit 3.0 master build, remained untouched. Think of it like this. They shut down the franchise's headquarters, but the master recipe and the secret supplier contracts were already safely stored elsewhere. We see evidence of the market continuing to thrive even during the supposed Scorpius hiatus. Major financial entities like Prudential were breached around that same time, proving the profitability window was never truly closed. For the criminals, the incentive to return was massive. Chapter 3. The Double Threat. Flighty Scorpius, like their contemporaries such as Black Suit and Royal, didn't rely solely on locking down data. They employed double extortion. Before the encryption even began, the data was already stolen, copied, and secured off-site. This is where the resilience truly lies. The encryption key can be taken away, but the stolen corporate secrets, the intellectual property, the employee health records, that leverage is permanent. We've seen actors remain completely invisible inside networks for weeks on end, siphoning petabytes of data before anyone on the inside even notices the slow bleed. When Scorpius resurfaced, they immediately began posting fresh claims of new victims. Were these attacks executed by brand new affiliates who joined their ranks post-takedown, attracted by the apparent invincibility of the leadership? Or were the original affiliates simply operating from hidden, pre-staged servers that law enforcement missed? Chapter 3. The Infrastructure Ghost. The key to their speed lies in infrastructure redundancy. When international agencies seize domains or shut down command and control servers, they are often only targeting the publicly known noisy nodes. The evidence suggests that Scorpius possessed shadow infrastructure, backup servers, perhaps hosted in jurisdictions less cooperative with international warrants, or worse, leveraging compromised third-party vendors. If you can compromise the supply chain feeding a major security firm, you can ensure that the tools you use next time bypass the very perimeter defenses designed to stop your last attack. The February seizure was a massive victory, but it seems they only captured the storefront, leaving the factory running in the digital dark. The speed of their return suggests they were already onboarding new hosting services before the old ones were even fully imaged by investigators. Chapter 5. The Immortal Question. This relentless bouncing back leads us to the central, chilling mystery that haunts every cybersecurity analyst. Is Flighty Scorpius truly a distinct immortal entity, or are they simply the most adaptable fraction of a larger, decentralized cybercriminal ecosystem? Rebranding is common. A slight name change confuses attribution efforts, allowing the core techniques and the money flows to continue unimpeded. But the prompt return, utilizing the Lockbit 3.0 toolset, hints at something deeper than simple rebranding. It suggests access to a clean, untainted codebase that survived the major global seizure event. Perhaps the answer isn't about how they rebuilt, but about who they never lost contact with. The trail of cryptocurrency, obscured by layers of digital mixers, remains the group's lifeblood, funding the immediate purchase and deployment of the next wave of servers, ensuring that even if their operatives are arrested, their capability never truly dies. The immortal ransomware gang wins not by avoiding capture, but by making capture entirely irrelevant to their continued operation. The threat, for anyone who depends on digital security, has not faded. It has merely learned how to become invisible again.